Hi everybody, I'm Mark Horner, Beyond 90 Seconds, a YouTube channel where stories are afforded a bit more time than they typically get on the evening news. Today I simply wanted to touch base regarding a story that made headlines, even national headlines, this past January. It's a story about 4 bald eagles found dead in a lake just outside of Granite Falls. Investigators say it appeared that all 4 had been shot to death. I wanted to touch base on this story today because of, well, 2 reasons. First of all, it is a story that deserves to be remembered and not forgotten, to disappear into the archives, so to speak. It's still unsolved. And secondly, today I did get a response to an email inquiry that I had made to the lead investigator on the case at the Department of Fish and Wildlife. She told me today that she wishes she had an update, but unfortunately there is nothing new regarding this investigation. Just last night I happened to be editing some sound bites from my 2 previous stories about this bald eagle investigation. I aimed to put them together for a string of emotional, if not powerful, sound bites, all in 30 seconds or less. Ended up doing that. Take a look.
It's horrifying that people have that much disrespect for life.
That's not something a normal person would do.
Obviously, there's some sick people out there.
The crime seems totally senseless.
Murdered, massacred.
To take a life is, an act of disrespect to not only the life of the eagle, but to the culture that it supports and represents.
I am certain somebody knows something.
Now, I imagine that some people might think that music is perhaps a bit too intense for that 30-second clip, but I did consider using other music. However, ultimately I considered that the story itself is pretty intense, and the fast-paced nature of that music I thought helped relay some of the immediacy, which hopefully can be reattached to the public's perception of this investigation, bringing it forward out of the archives and hopefully generating some information that can be useful to investigators as they try and solve this case. If this is the type of content that you like seeing on YouTube, please consider subscribing to this channel. You can just click on the subscribe button right here. Meantime, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. Of course, feel free to comment or send me any questions. Until next time, have a great day.